I just got my first roll of film back from the developer, and I'm pretty excited about it. I thought I would kind of share it with you and some of my thoughts about this whole film photography journey that I've been on so far. Took my film into Walgreens. It took about a week and a half to get developed. Somewhere in there to get developed. They sent them back to me. And this is pretty awesome. Part of the journey is like when they're at the developer and they call you and you're ready to go pick them up, you kind of run through in your mind maybe what pictures you took. Like by that time you've kind of forgotten what you've taken. So part of the excitement is seeing the photos that you took with your film camera. Like you kind of forgot what you took. So it's like, yeah, man, I cannot wait to see what's on there because I can't remember. And then the other part of the excitement is actually seeing what photos you have. This is all a learning experience for me. And the only way to learn how to do film photography is actually take the photos, take them in to get developed, look at the results, make adjustments from that, and then go on and shoot some more photos with those adjustments you made. And that's, of course, way different than digital photography, which is, you can just make the changes right there on the fly. And it only, to learn anything, you can learn something pretty much every day, but it takes a week and a half to 2 weeks before you can even learn anything with the film photography. So if I kind of go through these, I started off pretty easy ones, just like people in my office, and these are just kind of funny, love those photos. And then a bunch of them were just from my vacation I took, like beach photos. There's one of me and my wife. It was pretty cool, a good one. And my daughter and her friends. I mean, these photos obviously aren't perfect. They're like imperfectly perfect, if you know what I'm saying. The quality is not as good as you would get on digital when you print them out yourself. It's just not nowhere near close. Of course, it's just a little point and shoot Pentax camera. I mean, what do I expect? Little bitty, lens, piece of crap zoom lens on there. But every photo is just, like I say, perfectly imperfect. And then the next thing about these is you get to physically hold the photos. And every time I start thumbing through these, it just takes me back to where we were, what we were doing when I took these photos, where we were headed, kind of what I was up to during this time frame. And that's so different than digital photography. We're just like thumbing through your phone, like you don't get that same attachment to your photos. You don't get that same feeling that you get from actually touching the photos, looking at each individual one for one, and just thinking to yourself, yeah, I remember where I was, what I was doing when I took that photo, or that one turned out nice, my daughter with her first paycheck. And that is part of the fun, I think, that with with film photography that I'm actually really enjoying. So this is just a look at my first 36, 37 photos. Now I did have some black and white ones that I sent into Walgreens as well. I had about 5, like I was saying before, the camera rolled them all up into the film canister. And they didn't send any of those back. And I asked the guy, I was like, why didn't they send any of those back? And he says, at least those 5 photos or 6 photos that I'd taken. He says, well, the quality on them must have been so bad that they just didn't bother to print them out. And I was like, that kind of sucked, because I didn't really get to see those. I wish I'd have got to, there's my truck. I wish I'd have got to see those and see how they turned out, but hey, I'll try to do better next time. This is all a learning curve. This is about my one daughter. She didn't want to be photographed. I figured it up to be about 75 cents in the end per photo per print, and that's pretty expensive, really, if you think about it, because again, you're not just printing the best ones. You're taking 36 photos, taking them in, and you're getting what you get out of them. So that's pretty expensive to be doing a lot of, but man, it's so much fun. So anyway, just a quick look at my first 36 film photos ever taken by me, all taken with the Pentax 60X zoom. It's a lot of fun. I'm out taking photos today with this OMN1, and I had to get those developed quickly again because I'm going to be trying to use this for some senior portraits coming up, sparingly, but I still want to take photos with it. So I had to get my photos available so I can learn from them. But so far, a really great experience. That's pretty much it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, hit a thumbs up. Want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh, also, Walgreens, they give you a CD with your photos on them. And I looked at them and I was like, who has a CD player anymore? Like, how in the world am I supposed to get my photos off a CD? Hopefully I can make that work somehow. I don't know. I'll have to find some old computer and hopefully it still works, but that's kind of weird, don't you think?